Welcome to an episode of You Haven't Read What? I'm Krista.
And I'm Christina. Join us to explore unique genres, childhood favorites, and literary classics as we dive into each other's favorite reads.
Where one of us is very familiar with the book, the other is reading for the very first time. Let's go! Oh, now brown cow. Oh, now brown cow. I feel a lot of practice.
I know, right? It does kind of feel a little weird. Okay.
Hello!
How are you?
Good.
Good.
How about you?
I'm good. Yeah.
Have we decompressed from vacation?
Yep.
And yeah. Craziness.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the holidays.
I know. It's crazy.
Are here.
Yep. And when this comes out, all the holiday madness will be gone.
Full. No. December 8th.
Oh, never mind.
We'll
then. It will be almost like right into
holidays.
the Christmas holidays. I wonder what holiday we're going to learn about this year. What? Thing 2?
Yes.
What?
So, sorry. As we were getting set up tonight, I saw my little guy, Thing 2, was all over his room and talking and doing craziness. I was like, what the heck is he doing?
Right.
So I messaged him. I was like, what is going on? He just messaged me back and said, he's pooping. It's fine.
Gotta love that potty training.
I was like, that's really funny.
Celebration.
Not the answer I was expecting.
No, definitely not.
Oh, he's still in a diaper at night. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's holidays and toddler and elementary school kid chaos.
Yeah. Water likes to change up what holidays we learn about.
Ooh,
so last year we learned about Hanukkah.
Yep.
And I was just thinking, like, what
are we going to do this year?
Which one are we going to do this year? So maybe we'll do something like Kwanzaa, because she does like to learn all the different holidays about everybody. So
love it. Yeah.
My sister-in-law actually asked us if we were going to do a quinceañera for her, because my sister-in-law is from Peru. So she's like, well, I mean, that's the normal thing. And I was like, I mean, I guess she could have multiple different types of birthdays. Like, why not do a bat mitzvah for her? You know? And so I was like, I don't know.
That's fun.
We'll, I guess, celebrate and see what happens. But yeah, my sister-in-law is like, well, I don't see why you wouldn't do it. And my little brother's like, because she's not Spanish. And I was like, who cares? Like I get
we can embrace other culture for a day.
Right, exactly. And if it makes my sister-in-law happy, I think she'd enjoy it. And plus, Water loves anything that has to do with my sister-in-law. So she's just like, everything. I know how to speak Spanish too. And I'm like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we'll see.
So we're starting a new book tonight.
Yep. Book 5 of the Harry Potter. Why do I sound like a goat? Book 5.
No comment.
Maybe a sheep. Anyways, Harry Potter, book 5.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Dun, dun, dun. So if you're on YouTube, that's a nice set down the desk.
Hefty book.
It bounces the screen too.
It makes everything move.
It's again, like all the others, beautiful cover.
Yep.
Goes all the way around. This is kind of fun. And yeah, this is the largest book in the series. The longest book in the series, I should say. The most pages, the most chapters. I think it's the most chapters. It's definitely the most pages.
Yeah.
So
on the back, the gold stringy things on this, the front makes it look like spaghetti.
It does.
The back does not make it look like spaghetti. I mean, kind of, but sort of not.
Looks like hair.
Yeah, like Rapunzel.
Yes. I mean, I know what it really, I guess it's just a ceiling. It's just the ceiling of a room.
Right. So, but it just looks like spaghetti. And like when I first saw it on the front and I hadn't seen the back yet, I was like, oh, there's spaghetti on the front. I wonder who likes that.
And we don't have, at least on this cover or on the old school cover sitting next to me, we don't have our trio on the front.
The trio?
Harry, Ron, Hermione. We don't have Ron.
Yeah, you have Cho.
Yep.
But
like how you knew who that was right away. Well done.
Oh yeah. But we do on my Kindle. I think that's Hermione.
One. Yeah, because Hermione's Patronus is an otter.
Yep.
And then Harry and Cho. And then Ron's back here. Ron's on the back.
Yep.
Along with one of the twins. You don't know who that is yet?
No.
I can't tell anybody else's.
But on the front of the Kindle version, we have Hermione, Ron, and Harry. And then
Hermione's front and center.
The blonde one is. Yeah. So the Kindle one shows Hermione being front and center.
Which is really cool.
So it's definitely different.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then the old school cover, if you were, a good early 2000 kid reading this, you've got just Harry.
Old 2000 kid.
And now, as we'll learn in chapter 3, we know who's on the back.
Okay.
But yes, that's the just Harry.
Yep. That is a thick book too.
And now I'm going to put this behemoth on the floor.
Okay.
It
you
takes
could
up too
put
much
it where
space.
the ghost is.
I want to cover the ghost. I like the ghost. Never covering ghost. All right. So, book 5
Woohoo.
came out June 21st, I almost said 2023, 2003. The previous book came out 2000. We had a 3-year wait, but we got a movie in the middle.
Nice.
So, not too bad. It sold in Canada, UK, and US. 5 million copies in 24 hours. That does not include pre-orders.
Wow.
I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Holy smokes. And I will put a really funny story much later in this book about this later, but I was on vacation when this book came out.
Yes.
And it was we had a rough start to vacation, that we were going with my godparents, my godsister, and they had a family member pass away right as we were leaving on vacation. So it was a little bit rough start, but I think that's part of the reason. Maybe our parents took some pity on us, because my parents used to be like, we're buying 1 copy and you guys need to share it. My brother and I needed to share it. They bought 3 copies for this trip. So we all got a copy of this tiny little bookstore. I couldn't even tell you where in Oregon. And on our drive down to California. Yeah. And so on vacation, all 3 of the kids killed this book, and my dad killed most of the book.
Wow.
On vacation. But at which point again, this will be a great story when we get there. He slammed it closed and walked away and never finished it. So that'll be a funny story later.
Yeah.
But yes.
And then we'll have to pressure Dad to.
I want to see if I can get him to join us.
He needs to finish it.
He needs to come and talk to us.
Yeah.
And then finish the series with us, because he never read then 6 or 7.
Oh my gosh.
He's seen all the movies.
Yeah. Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Right. Well, he only started reading. I may have said this. I don't know if I said it or not, but there was some controversy when Harry Potter came out amongst the religious crowd about whether or not
one reason I never was allowed to read it when I was a kid. Yep.
So my parents were kind of it's a fictional book. Like, do we really care? But just enough parents around us were going, we're not letting our kids read it. So my dad was like, all right, I'm curious. So my dad picked up the first book and was hooked.
Yeah.
He loved it. He was like, this is a great story. I was like, I told you, now here's book 4. So he really enjoyed them until he got to this book. And then he didn't enjoy them quite so much anymore. So again, being the largest book, this book has 38 chapers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So again, this doesn't take a year to finish. Better part of a year. 52 weeks is a year. Close enough. We're going to do a lot of 3-chapter episodes.
Yep.
Starting with tonight.
Yep.
So tonight, chapters 1, 2, and 3. I should say, summary from last week. We watched the movie.
Woo.
Yay! All right. If you want to know more, go back and listen to that episode.
Right.
So chapters 1, 2, and 3, Dudley Demented, A Peck of Owls, and The Advanced Guard. I thought about only doing 2 chapters tonight, but I was like, Christina might kill me if I make her stop on chapter 2.
Well, they were definitely pretty short between those 2 chapters. Like my Kindle was like 15 minutes for the second one and like maybe 12 or something like that for the first one. So they weren't super long or anything.
Yeah. I don't have a ton of notes.
Yeah, I don't really either. But I think that's what's going to make this first 3 setup, like as a setup, pretty good.
It's a great setup.
Yeah, it is.
So chapter 1, my summary is, Dursleys. We're back to starting at the Dursleys.
Yeah.
And poor Harry is just dying for any news. And then they get attacked by a what?
Right.
I should have, my final summary should have been fig.
Right.
But what the heck does Vernon think Harry is up to trying to listen to the news?
Well, his whole thing is, well, nobody actually does that. Nobody, like, no kid actually likes to listen to the news. I mean, that's not true, but
no, it's weird.
Yeah.
So not your kid. Do you have a teenager who wants to be informed and you already have it on? Why not just let him
exactly
sit in the corner?
Yeah.
Put him in the corner. Then you can just, he's leaving you alone.
Right. Yeah.
That's weird.
But to have him like laying underneath the window just made me laugh.
Doesn't sound so bad.
No, it doesn't. I mean, except for like, I'm not a big fan of like ants. So true. On our trip, there was a beach that we went to and like all these ants kept crawling on the chair I was sitting on. And I'm just like shoving them away. I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to read. I'm like just shooing all these ants. And I think that would be the only thing that would bother me if I was laying in the ground, like
that's true,
around the flowers.
So. I was doing a project in high school at our church. We were cleaning up like the daycare area. And there's one of the guys that was with us. So he's probably a senior. Always kind of prided himself. I mean, the big tough guy. So he's pulling out all that shrubbery and he's being all big. All of a sudden I hear what sounds like an 11-year-old girl scream. I look over and it's him. It's because there was a centipede. And he's like, too many legs. And he runs away. I was dying.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Like, oh.
That's awesome.
But yeah, creepy crawlies in general, but also it's real warm, laying under a bush.
Yeah.
In the shade, you don't got much else to do. Like,
yeah. We may as well.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Listen to the news from a window.
But it's not that weird.
So we hear a crack, like a loud crack. And everybody in the neighborhood freaks out. Not
including the cat.
Including the cat. The cat. But what was funny was like the fact that Harry is like trying to stand up, but then he hears the crack and then he like immediately
whacks the
window.
Ow.
And then everybody's yelling at everybody and Uncle Vernon's trying to squeeze the life out of him essentially from his neck.
Put that thing away.
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds wrong.
It does. Like throughout these 3 chapters, it does.
Keeps referring to his wand as that thing. And I was like, let's not.
Right. I kept, not like, I kept being like, what is he talking about at first? And then I was like, oh, it's the wand. Okay. Because I was like, he is definitely not doing anything creepy underneath this window currently. So.
But before we hear the crack and he stands up, Uncle Vernon says he's ready to unalive, that we should just put the airline workers on strike out of their misery and just hire new people. I was like, Jesus Christ. You're ready to kill a bunch of employees just because they're on strike?
Right. Well, we know how lovely and compassionate this couple is. So,
they think little Dudders is out for tea.
Oh my God. He is definitely not out for tea.
No,
not at all.
Big old bully.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of him.
No. But then we get some what I called smart ass Harry.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Vernon, I'm not that dumb. And Harry's, well, that is news. And I'm like, ooh.
Like, obviously, you should not disrespect your elders. You should not be super mean to the people that are feeding you. However,
we're going to come back to, are they feeding him?
True that. But like, at the same time, like they make his life literally miserable.
Awful.
On purpose.
Awful.
And I think that at some point you just have to.
He's just got to let loose.
Yep.
Harry's,
for sure.
All 3 chapters in this book, you just feel Harry about to just
crack.
Go off.
Yep.
Explode.
He's going to lose his crap. For sure.
This poor teenager is Woo.
Yep. He's strung tight. Very tight.
Little bit.
But then he decides to keep walking, or he goes for a walk, and he keeps walking and gets to the swings and the park and whatnot. And like this whole situation about getting to the park and like sitting and just kind of
In his own thoughts.
yeah, was very interesting to me just because of the fact that it's not normal for Harry to be like that. You can tell that he is very stressed out.
Yeah. And
Just
I think
the way that it's written.
also this is, I think age-wise, he's finally, old enough and comfortable enough to just wander from the house during the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is nice. That's got to be a little bit of newfound freedom.
Right, for sure, for sure.
But yeah.
Do we get to talk about Dudley coming
Harry
to the park?
is itching for a fight.
Oh, he is, for sure. For sure.
He wants somebody to take this aggression out on. And if it's Dudley, so be it.
Right. Yep, for sure. And the way that he like picks on Dudley as they're walking, like he basically he decides to follow Dudley and his crew or his gang,
why?
whatever. Because he wants
He's still itching for a fight.
Yes, he's itching for a fight. And whether it be with all of them or just Dudley, he doesn't care.
No.
But like he follows them, and then the rest of the people all like disperse or whatever. And Dudley's like still going home, and Harry just kind of like follows him and surprises him and starts smarting off to him.
But I kind of wrote their back and forth
Yeah,
is almost brotherly.
it kind of is. Yep, it
I was
kind
like,
of is.
ooh, especially two boys the same age, like almost twins. But yeah, it's almost a little bit of brotherly mudslinging. Like that was like, oh, this is different.
It is. It's very different. The relationship with Dudley is a little bit different.
It's
in this
changing.
way. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, I still don't like him.
No.
And I still don't like the Dursleys.
No.
But it's kind of fun back and forth a little bit.
And
but
also the pendulum swing from this little poke, and oh, you're having nightmares, poke back.
yeah,
I was like, oh, thin walls. To then Harry being straight up terrified when he realizes Dudley's in danger.
right.
And
Yep.
Harry literally saves him.
Yep.
And so I'm like, you feel this relationship is more than just Dudley sitting in the corner watching TV.
Right.
Which was basically all we had in book 3 and 4.
Yep.
It feels a little bit of growth, a little bit of, I said, kind
They
of almost
actually grew up with
brotherly
each other.
love, which I'm not going to use that word because
not
it's not
really,
that,
yeah.
but it's the relationship.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's kind of interesting to see.
But when he's like, Dudley is telling him about the nightmares, like Harry kind of is like, well, I did do that, but I didn't think I was actually voicing them out. And not everybody does voice them out when like they are scared or something like that. I tend to wake up in a start. Like I kind of like feel like my body just kind of goes, whoa, like whatever. And I jump forward sometimes. And so it's like one of those like moments, but not everybody kind of like screams.
To this day, Tim and I's biggest argument, he was asleep and I had no idea.
That's amazing.
So that's a story for another day.
Yeah,
But
that's amazing. I like that.
he talks in his sleep.
Yeah,
a lot.
I talk in my sleep as well, but I don't voice nightmares in my sleep, I guess.
It wasn't a nightmare. Okay, so I might as well just, it was on our honeymoon. We were back from our honeymoon and we were staying in the hotel. We were flying out the next day really early. So I'd taken a quick shower and I got out of the shower and I was like, hey, so what time do we need to set an alarm to go get breakfast in the morning, blah, blah. And I just hear him, from around the corner. He was like, I'd just rather, let's go get donuts tomorrow. There's a Dunkin' down the road. I was like, our flight's at like 7 a.m. We have to leave the hotel at like 5:30. I'm not getting on the city bus because we didn't have a car.
Yeah.
I'm not getting on the city bus to go to Dunkin' to pay for donuts after we just paid for our honeymoon, to pay for donuts when we have free breakfast in the hotel.
Right.
Like, that's dumb. And he just kept arguing with me. I'm going to go get Dunkin'. I want Dunkin'. I'm going to go get donuts. I was like, okay, fine.
You can go get
You go get donuts. I'm going to sleep in and eat breakfast in the hotel. And the next morning, I just like angrily crawled into bed. The next morning, I was like, what, are you still going to go get Dunkin'? He's like, there's free breakfast in the hotel. Why would I go anywhere? I was like, oh my God. He had no idea what I was talking about. He was completely asleep.
That is so funny. I love
I was
it.
so angry.
I'm sure you were.
Literally lost sleep over it.
Oh no.
Yeah. But then I was talking with one of his sister's best friends, and she was like, yep, I can relate. And I was like, oh no. So they both do it.
That's so funny.
So anyway, yeah. Like I said, thin walls.
Yeah. So, okay. So you said something about Dudley being rescued. Dementors show up.
We have Dementors.
Down the alley, not hallway. And the way that it's described is very different than the last couple of times that we've seen the Dementors.
You still get the cold.
Right. Yep.
And
but we don't get the near blindness, literally blindness, or like the lights are being sucked away and things like that. Like that's a new trait.
Is that a movieism in the third book that all the lights leave the train? When the Dementors are on the train in the third book, when they're heading to Hogwarts? Because in the movie, all the lights on the train go out.
Right. But you still get to see shadows and stuff like that. Whereas this is described as literal blindness.
Yeah, that's true. That is pretty extreme.
I mean, that's the whole reason Dudley's freaking out and Harry keeps telling him, shut up. Like,
they can't see anything.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And then Dudley swings and hits Harry and he's like, shut up, stop.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I was originally like,
closed.
have we only ever seen the Dementors in the dark before, where that just wouldn't be a thing,
right?
If it's super dark. But I'm like, not
really.
I mean, yes, at the lake at the very end, like,
right?
That's late. There's full moon, whatever,
right?
But on the train, yeah, it does get dark. But again, that's in the movie. I'm trying to remember from the book if it gets dark or not.
They talk about it being like really, really cold and dark, but not like blind.
Yeah. That is.
They could still see
different.
it. And then Lupin woke up.
And you see the hand come out of the robe.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like if you can see all of that, then they aren't literally sucking all the light out. Whereas this is described like that.
That's
like
true.
There's no lights, there's no sound, there's nothing. It's almost like it's a void.
Well, the sound goes away too in the third book and movie, because that's kind of my next point is Harry doesn't hear his mom anymore.
Yes.
Ouch.
Is that because of when she came from the wand? Like,
no, it's just he has a new her strongest, worst memory.
Okay.
Because it's more recent.
Yeah.
And he's like hyper focused on it right now, as we were talking about him being super high strung.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's not his mom anymore.
Oof. Yikes. Okay.
Yeah. But here comes the stag. Woo!
Yeah. We get the stag. We get that. But then Mrs. Fig. Okay. Like I thought that was interesting. I was like, okay. So is her cat similar to Mrs. Norris?
It kind of sounds that way because she told him what to do.
Okay. Yep.
And so, yeah, she told the cat to go, Mr. Tibbs. I think it's it. To go hide under the car and keep watch.
And we actually get a glimpse of that cat from when Harry is underneath the window talking about that.
I just went to my book one notes. Look how lame my book one notes are compared to where we're at now.
That's so funny.
But yes, we met Miss Fig, by the way. Book 1, chapter 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In case you're
wondering.
I was surprised by that. That was part of the reason I wrote down when we met her, because I was like, yeah, she gets referenced later in the first book in that summer. But I was like, oh no, she's like right away.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fascinating.
That is cool.
So she's a squib.
Yeah. Well, we find that out in
next
chapter 2. Yes. So my question real quick though is, has the Dementors actually like changed sides? Are they no longer with the magic, the Ministry of Magic? Are they now with Voldemort? Because that's kind of what it seems like for them to show up literally in the...
Well, and even Dumbledore said that at the end of the last book.
That they were going to.
That he assumed that they would.
Yep.
So I'm going to say both yes and no.
Okay.
I'm not going to fully answer that yet. To say they are serving two masters right now.
Okay.
And they are okay with that.
So next chapter, A Peck of Owls, we find out about Mundungus Fletcher.
Very good.
Did I say that right?
You did.
Sweet. I mean, all I really did was sound that one out.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So we find out Harry's being watched all along.
Yep.
So many owls.
Yeah.
And so many questions.
Well, for sure. Yes.
But we know Fig is a squib. She knows Dumbledore. And Mundungus Fletcher is supposed to have been watching him. Somebody's been watching Harry all summer.
Yeah.
And when he does show up, he reeks of stale drinks and tobacco, and he left because there was a business opportunity. Guy sounds like a winner.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Somebody I'd trusted to like watch over the most famous child.
So we did have Mundungus mentioned in book 2.
Okay. Yep.
Fletcher was mentioned in book 2. And then at the end of book 4, he was one of the notes Dumbledore sent out to Kingsley, Fletcher, and Lupin, I think, were the 3 letters he sent out.
Okay.
I have to pull that out.
That would make sense with Kingsley for chapter 3.
Yep.
Okay. So we find out that the crack was Fletcher leaving. Yep.
Abandoning post.
So Harry was right. He
knew that sound.
Yep. The cat we see from earlier from underneath the vehicle, because Harry notices the cat and makes mention of that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then what was I going to say? Oh, why are people watching him? Like, obviously because of Voldemort, like they're afraid that somebody's going to come after him, but like
it's twofold.
Okay.
One, yes, they're a little afraid Voldemort, one of the Death Eaters, is going to try. I think they're more afraid Harry is going to run away from the Dursleys.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't blame him.
He's already done it twice before.
Right? That is
true. No, twice.
That is true.
He straight up has run away twice.
Yeah, that is true. The Weasleys come and get him, and then the night bus.
Yeah. I mean, kind of Hagrid steals him the first year, but they're also not at the house.
Right.
So,
no, they're in the middle of a lake or water or some sort
of body of water.
Cabin.
House on the Rock.
Yeah.
Cabin on the Rock? Shed on the Rock? Yeah. House on the Rock. I think that's the name of the chapter. Whatever. Yeah, I think they're more afraid he's going to leave.
Yeah, I could see that, I guess. Yeah.
Because he's a little protected at the Dursleys.
I mean, yeah.
Notice the Dementors don't go there.
He's protected when I thought it was protected when he was with the Dursleys. Not necessarily protected when he's at their house.
Yeah, so that's kind of the
he was
gray area. Is he
Dudley
was still protected at the House on the Rock?
Right.
But it's Petunia.
Okay, so
she's his. Well, I guess Dudley's also a blood relative, but he's protected because of Petunia.
Okay. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get our first letter.
Woohoo!
Letter 1. You are expelled. Note from the Ministry. With love.
Yeah. Sincerely yours. I was like, what?
Yikes. Letter 2. Arthur Weasley. Don't leave. And don't surrender your wand.
Dumbledore is going to fix it.
Okay. This is when Vernon learns there's a Ministry of Magic. And he goes, that's why this country is going to the dogs. I was like...
And I It's like, they don't have anything to do with your country.
Right. This secret group of people you didn't know existed until 4 years ago happens to also have a governing house to govern this secret people you didn't know about is the reason your country's going shit. Give me a break.
Right. I did laugh at that.
They're the reason they're on strike. Like, no,
that's not it.
Oh, I was laughing a little bit. What as Dudley is this little melty thing on the couch, unable to speak, but points to Harry and says, him. What did he hear? Even Harry starts to question it. What did this spoiled brat, who's never had a bad day in his life, hear when the Dementors were there?
Well, it's got to be something bad, right? To make
It's
your
supposed to be your
sadness,
worst memory.
happiness go away or whatever. I don't think it would be anything about Harry, but it could, like in his mind, it could be the day that Harry was dropped off.
That was one of my thoughts. Not that he would remember that because they were 18 months old.
Yeah,
but still, Harry was hearing his mom, and he didn't remember that. He just knew of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's a chance.
Yeah,
That the blood curdling scream from Petunia when she went to go.
I think the only other thing would be if there was a bully with him. Like if somebody bullied him and that's when he became a bully kind of a thing.
That or Petunia giving him a quarter of grapefruit.
Or the snake through the window, like at the zoo that they went to for his birthday.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
That's
but yeah,
not a bad
I mean,
one
that's interesting to wonder, like, do we find out? Can you at least say yes or no?
No.
We never find out? That stinks.
Nope.
I really want to know.
I do too. That's why I was like, this is kind of a fun question because we can't actually answer it. What is Dudley's worst day? And even Harry kind of goes, what's spoiled brat? Like,
right.
When he was told there was only 36 presents on his birthday?
Maybe.
Last year there was 37. Like, good God.
Right. But these ones are bigger. Don't care.
Vernon asks what a Dementor is.
Yeah. So.
And who answers?
Petunia. Which she then says, I overheard him telling her about them, which
that's James telling Lily.
Well, yes, I understood that. But I almost wonder if she's a squib.
Well, blah, blah, blah. Does a squib have to have magical parents? Because that's kind of the definition is you're expected to be a witch or a wizard and you're not.
Okay, so whereas her parents didn't have...
Lily Lily is more like Hermione of the one-off.
Okay. Then
so
then with that case, then I wonder if she really was into it more than she wants to let on now.
She at least eavesdrop more than she...
Yeah, like she knows a lot more than she's allowing herself to say.
Well, as we're going to keep finding out about.
Yeah, for sure.
But Harry has never heard her speak of Lily before. Ever. Besides being told they were killed in a car accident.
So he actually mentions from last year, he says in his brain, he's like, I've never heard her talk about my mother until last year when she talks about not having actually died in a car accident, but that it was...
I've been first year.
Okay, the first year.
Yeah.
But
with Hagrid.
He does say something along the fact of like, he's only ever heard her talk about her mother once. So this is a different opportunity.
Yeah.
And so now she wants to know, like, what does she know? Like, what does Petunia actually know?
What does she know?
Yeah, for sure. I just want to know what she's hiding.
Well, so let's keep going. Yeah. Now we get letter 3.
Okay.
You are not expelled. There will be a hearing. Sincerely, the ministry.
Right. Sincerely yours.
Like, okay, well, that's better.
Right.
Letter number 4. Don't leave. Serious.
Don't do anything rash.
Yeah.
Don't leave.
Which I agree with Harry is a little comical coming from him.
Right. Yeah.
And so now we also learn Aunt Petunia's also afraid of Voldemort.
Yep.
As soon as she hears that name, she gets a little pale and quiet. And I was like, okay, she does have some feelings about having lost a sister to this guy.
Yep.
While they weren't close.
Right.
There's really deep buried feelings there that she's probably never allowed herself to feel.
No.
You have an eyelash like right here and I don't want it to go into your eye. It's the other side. Like, just don't go in her eye. Just don't go in her eye. There you go. You're good. I think you got it. I always do that. I'm like, I hate things going in the eyes. When I see loose eyelashes, I'm like, get it.
Bob doesn't like eye drops.
Oh, I can't stand them.
Yeah.
Anytime I get like pink eye or something, like I have to like work up the courage. I have to go upstairs to our bed and I have to lay down. I have to like keep calming breaths. I can't do them standing. I can't do them sitting. I have to lay down. I need a few moments and then I can just do it and be done.
Right.
But
it's kind of like giving myself a shot, like for my migraines. I can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Like there are places that I could do it other than the back of my arm, but it's easier when somebody else is doing it just to put it in the back of the arm. But I can't,
just a weird
like
angle.
I can't do like the blood sugar tests by myself and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just all freaks me
It
out.
weirds me out.
I can't do it by myself. Somebody else has to do it.
Okay. Petunia's afraid of Voldemort. And finally, I'm going to say, finally, Uncle Vernon tries to kick Harry out.
Yeah.
I agree with him. I should have done this a long time ago. Those are really your feelings. Like, you've been torturing this kid for how many years? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should have kicked him out a long time ago.
Yeah. But also, where would he have gone? That kind of thing.
I don't think he gives a shit.
No, he doesn't give a shit. Yeah. And the fact that like he goes, well, you wanted to leave 30 minutes ago and now you're not going to like,
It's like
get
I wanted
out.
to leave 15 years ago.
Right.
Or 14 years ago.
But then we have another owl.
And then we get our final owl.
Yeah.
And it's at the moment Uncle Vernon tries to kick him out.
Yep.
Put these two together. We get our fifth and final owl. Remember my last Petunia.
Right.
From ... question mark.
Wait, is that in the next chapter?
Nope.
No? Okay.
It's the very end of this.
Okay.
That is the last line of this chapter.
Okay. So before we go to the next one, there's only one other comment that I wanted to say. So with Mrs. Fig, she expresses how much she had a hard time being mean to Harry.
But it was the only way the Dursleys would let him keep coming over.
Right. And I'm just like, dude, why couldn't you guys just pretend, like fake it?
But in fairness, she wasn't that mean to him, because I went back and reread kind of in the first book. He was like, yeah, she smelled of cabbage and was weird, but she let me watch TV.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure she fed him.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, she was weird and like he didn't enjoy going over there, which what kid enjoys going over to an adult's house they don't know very well?
Yeah. Especially an older lady.
Yeah. I'm more like when she got run over by Dudley on the bike. I didn't Dumbledore come like fix her legs. She didn't have to get around on a walker.
Right.
But yeah,
I just found that interesting with her because she was like, it was really hard. And I was like, huh, interesting.
She cares about him.
Yeah. And she's obviously known him for a long time.
Forever.
Which is also very interesting because you learn that she has been watching over him since he came.
Literally, he was dropped off on the porch.
Yep.
Although, I guess technically we don't know if she already lived in that house when he was dropped off on the porch. Because again, come chapter 2, he's 10 years old.
Right.
So did Dumbledore drop him off and then coordinate her moving there like a year later?
Yeah, maybe.
5 years later? It doesn't matter. Like, that's a little bit chicken and the egg.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Okay.
I don't know which is which. So, who sent the howler?
My guess is a grandparent, somebody that she would have been more afraid of. It was a voice that he didn't recognize, he said. Though with howlers, I would expect you not really to,
it's kind of hard
to recognize the voice.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that it's Lily.
Ooh.
As a you promised this thing, if this ever were to happen kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I have zero clues. or zero thoughts as to.
I'm trying to look. It doesn't explicitly say he doesn't recognize the voice.
Oh, okay.
It just says an awful voice filled the kitchen.
Okay.
But I don't think Harry was thinking about the voice too much. I think he was
Right.
too focused on, what? Are you in touch with wizards?
Right.
You heard your aunt. Go to bed. Yeah. But Harry's like, who was that howler from? Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. So I'm thinking somebody that she made a promise to that she does not want to back away from is.
Clearly, it's somebody magical. So again, somebody she could be a little afraid of.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to me?
Yep, for sure.
Yep.
But do we find out?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. As long as it's not another cliffhanger that we don't get to hear about.
You'll get that one, I think,
Cool.
end of this book. Maybe like the middle of this book.
Okay.
I think it's the end of this book. So yeah. So my summary for chapter 3. Still so many questions.
Right.
And then friends come to the rescue.
Yep.
Ah.
I mean, there are literally so many questions at this point.
So many
Like,
questions.
what is Petunia hiding? There's a lot she is currently hiding. And Vernon is kind of like, who is my wife?
He doesn't know what to do.
No, he's like, who is this lady that claims to be my wife?
But he does somewhat oddly back her up.
Yep.
Because that's at the end of chapter 2 when he's starting to go, when they all kind of slow look at the Dementors and then what the hell with the Howler.
Yeah.
When Petunia kind of snaps at Harry and says, go to bed, right after Vernon tried to throw him out, Vernon doesn't say anything to her. He turns on Harry and says, you heard your aunt leave.
Yep.
Like, so he immediately goes into, I don't know what's going on,
But I'm going
to trust you.
Yep.
Which is
It's admirable.
screwed up as they are.
That is admirable.
Their marriage isn't bad.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Their parenting, on the other hand,
But
to both their children, to be clear, or to both Harry and Dudley.
Yeah. But the fact that he is being fed through a cat door
A la book 2.
and only being allowed out to pee, but it's not locked, so he could leave his room.
He could leave. It was locked in book 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not locked this time, at least not yet.
Which again, you're getting these nice little summaries along the way of what
Right.
happened in previous books, which is
Right.
kind of funny.
Exactly.
It's well done. Unlike in book 2.
Yeah.
When it's like kaplunk. Like, ugh, okay. He writes the fastest letters of his life to Ron, Hermione, and
Somebody
Sirius.
give me freaking answers, and now I'm done waiting.
What is going on?
Yep.
Yep. And then both being mean to Hedwig and then kicking his trunk doesn't help.
No.
I can relate.
I mean, he was mean to Hedwig last book too, and she was like super mean back to him. I mean,
He's like, there's a dead rat on my pillow.
Take it. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, we've all like kicked a trunk or
Yeah, kick something because we were
I can't say I've ever
frustrated.
punched a wall or, but like, you know of people who do.
Yep.
When you get really frustrated, you slam something down and then you hurt yourself. It doesn't help.
Exactly.
Now I just have a sore toe and I'm still angry. Like,
Right.
oh, okay.
Right. But yeah, now the Dursleys are leaving.
And they tell him not to go stealing food from the fridge.
Dude,
It's not stealing.
don't go downstairs. Don't watch TV. Don't leave your room, essentially. Mm-hmm. You're not allowed to steal food.
Well, they lock him in now.
Yeah. And then they lock him. And I'm like, how is he going to get food? I mean, maybe he can
Kick the door down. I don't know.
if he was allowed to use his wand, he could get food to dance its way upstairs and come through the cat door.
We've learned Accio now.
Right. But yeah, just how is he going to steal food if you lock him in?
Yeah. I think he's more afraid he's going to bust his way out and then go do these things. But again,
What kid is actually
this is
gonna do
a
that?
child in your possession, in your, you're supposed to be taking care of.
Right.
If they're hungry, it's not stealing food from the fridge
No, it's not.
when you're 15.
Yeah. Give him the food.
I know it's expensive. And Dudley still hung probably a diet because he talked about shriveled lettuce earlier.
Yeah. And his protein snacks or his
Oh, yeah.
diet snacks or whatever
he's
fell
doing
out of the
wrestling
refrigerator.
now.
Yeah.
The sounds of a quiet house, the dripping pipes.
Oh.
Squeaking. It's the worst.
Yep. I
The
can't. I hate it.
I do too. I got to turn something on.
Yep, music or some kind of
TV.
Yeah, something.
I don't care.
Yep.
I got to do something. But Harry's sitting there listening to the noises. I was like, oh.
Yeah. It's one reason I struggle when I have really severe migraines, because like I don't want to do anything, but I can't hear anything either because it's like, it just makes it worse. But I also don't like laying and sitting and doing literally nothing. So it makes it hard for myself because I'm like, okay, I want to do something, but I can't do anything because I can't move because then I feel like my head's going to need to be chopped off.
And I feel like death.
So, yeah.
So yeah, now there's a crash.
Woohoo!
And the door unlocks.
Something broke. I'd be scared shitless.
I mean, he has his wand. I mean, which is basically the equivalent of...
He's already been expelled, so...
Yeah. Basically the equivalent of defending yourself with a gun. Let's be real. Like, he's well armed.
Yep.
And he hears stuff going around. He lowered his wand at the sight of Mad-Eye Moody.
Well, he lowered it slightly, he says.
But why?
Because it's not the bad guy.
How do you know this?
True. I mean, he says that he lowered it slightly, but he kept it at the ready. So that's literally what he does.
Until he shoves it in his back pocket and Moody says, don't do that. You're going to blow your butt off.
How many times have you heard of somebody blowing your butt off?
That's amazing. But like just that,
Yeah.
I was like, why, Harry? Which also does kind of go to show how good of an actor Barty Crouch Jr. was.
Yeah.
Because he literally in this form gained so much of Harry's trust.
Yep, for sure.
But yeesh.
Yeah.
Keep your wand up. I had to look up because then we get the unknown witch who we learn is, oh my gosh,
we're talking about Tonks.
Tonks, thank you. Nymphadora, who she does not like her name, she says, Watcher, Harry? Watcher? Mm-hmm. Did you know what that meant?
No.
I had to look it up. It's slang. It's like British slang for like, sup? How are you? I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, I had no idea. So I don't know if our book's British or what.
Right.
But.
Well, and before that, we get Lupin.
Yes. Then we see he calls him Professor Moody and Professor Lupin, which is kind of funny because both are wrong.
Right.
I like Moody. I didn't do a lot of teaching, did I? I was like, ooh.
I don't know about the professor thing.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't do much.
Right.
That's fair. But yeah, then there's a whole bunch of other wizards.
Yep. And Kingsley is one of them.
Kingsley's one of them. I underlined all of them, but I was like, I'm not going to go through all their names. We will meet the ones that are most important as we keep going.
Yep.
Because we've had fun with acronyms before in the last book, see our little short, we had a lot of fun with that. The All England Best Kept Suburban Lawn Competition. EBSLIC. The AEBKSLC.
I mean, her idea of like sending them the best lawn like competition thing award is hilarious.
Is perfect.
And then he mentions the neat lawn as they're leaving.
Yes.
I just was like, oh my gosh.
It's perfect.
It's so funny.
It's amazing.
But Tonks is a funny character.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Tonks.
Yeah.
We get to know her a lot better. She doesn't go anywhere. Some of these other names kind of slowly disappear.
Yeah.
She doesn't go anywhere. And I'll tell you, she's amazing.
Okay.
You'll love her. But we learn, I'm going to jump ahead slightly here. She is a metamorphagus.
Yes.
I'm saying that correctly. I need to rewatch the movie to make sure I'm saying this right. But I had to look it up. Meta means change, morph, shape, magus, wizard. A wizard who can change shape. Woo!
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Kind of like an animagus. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, oh, that's really cool. But yeah, wouldn't it be nice to just like wake up in the morning and be like, I want purple hair today. Pfft, purple hair.
Right.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I don't want a scar. In my case, on the side of my face. Hey, look, it's gone.
Yeah.
That
That would be kind of cool. For sure.
So cool.
We meet Diggle just as a hint from the first book when Hagrid takes him to the bar.
Yes. That's a nice callback because he's like, we've met before.
Yep.
Yes, well done.
Yep.
Well done.
Thank you. I just remembered the hat.
He's the one who keeps doing the
The
handshake.
hat thing. Yes.
He's the one who keeps coming back.
Yep.
Which is kind of funny.
But then one thing that I was mentioning about Tonks is, so she's amazing, but her ADHD
Yes.
is strong. And I feel like if I were to be a witch, I would be very much like her.
So you're going to love her.
I'm like, I can already relate to this girl because it literally feels like she's one and the same with my brain, which I found hilarious.
We find she's the one who broke the plate coming in.
Yep.
Probably fixed it. Why bother? But
Yeah.
she's also the one, she's probably the reason I love her, that says it's so unnatural to have a house this clean.
I mean, it really is.
She gets to Harry's room and she's like, this is better. And it's like shit everywhere.
Makes more sense.
I was like, that's amazing.
I mean, if you look at the state of my house, it's very much like that. So it is what it is.
But I'm ours too. But yeah, just her like, this is unnatural. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Not natural to have a house that clean. Would the Dursleys have give a damn if there wasn't a note?
No.
Nope.
That's why Harry kept saying they're not going to care.
They'll be disappointed.
They'll be disappointed.
Actually, this whole back and forth is just too funny.
Yeah, the way that it's towards the end of the
Professor
it's right
Moody,
there.
It's right. It's the next page.
It's as they're about to leave
Yes.
between Lupin
more
and
for this.
Harry.
Yeah. So, excellent, says Lupin. Harry, I've left a letter telling your aunt and uncle not to worry. They won't. That you're safe. That'll just depress them. And they'll see you next summer. Do I have to? Lupin smiled but made no answer. That you're safe. That'll just depress them.
I mean, yeah,
And I like that Lupin smiles.
yeah,
He's like, yeah, I get it.
for sure. What page is that?
54.
54.
It's
Okay.
54 in my book.
Because I swear mine says not depress, but disappoint.
Oh, that'd be kind of funny. Yeah,
Anyways, we can keep going.
that's true. I'm trying to read to see if it says that later. But now we know Moody, again,
Oh yeah, it does say depress.
Barty Crouch Jr. was a damn good actor.
Yep.
Because we learned that Moody really is that paranoid.
Yep.
Like if one of us dies, and Harry, is that likely?
The fact that Tonks is like, wow, you're keeping the happy, like, okay, let's just go. And then Lupin just steps in the middle of it and is like,
Yes.
okay, let's go.
I need more Moody Tonks back and forth in my life.
Right.
There's not enough of that in the books. It's amazing. Just their back and forth is amazing. And does that finish off this chapter? They go flying and Harry feels free again because he's on a broom. Yay!
Yeah, for sure. But what letter does Lupin steal? Is it the lawn care one? Or
What
is
letter
it
does he steal?
So as they're leaving, Harry notices that Lupin is stealing a letter. When he says that he is leaving the note.
Yeah.
So here, Hedges Jones was laughing at a potato peeler she had come across while rummaging in the drawers. Lupin was stealing.
Sealing. There's no T.
Oh.
I also like that they're examining the microwave and laughing at the potato peeler.
Right.
If you didn't know what a potato peeler was, that does look really weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. He's
But
stealing the letter.
I totally read that as stealing multiple times because I reread it a couple of times.
He stole the howler.
I was like, what letter did they so I wonder what letter Lupin stole. Is it the lawn care one so that they can't trace it? And so
too late.
That's what I thought it was. But
So they fly, they land, yay. He borrows the putter outer. Moody borrowed the putter outer from Dumbledore, which is such a great name of that.
yeah,
That again, we've seen from the first book. Hey,
Yep.
getting a lot of callbacks in this book. All right. And then he hands Harry a piece of paper and in narrow handwriting that looked vaguely familiar. It said, the headquarters of the Order of the Phoenix may be found at number 12 Grimwald Place, London. This is definitely the earliest book name we've got. We have our book name on page 60.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, that's quick.
Yep.
So, what is the Order of the Phoenix?
Well, I'm assuming it's like a guard of some sort, or like a what do they call them in like with knights, like in the old
a Templar?
old school. Yeah, kind of like that, like the
Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah,
kind of.
that kind of thing. But where like a whole group of people come together and are doing a specific thing under this name.
Fair. Yeah. They're on a quest.
Yes, kind of.
Seeking the Holy Grail.
Right.
Forget Baltimore Dairy. We're going to go find the Grail.
Right.
By broomstick. Yeah. What did you think when he handed this piece of paper?
I was like, why does he have to memorize it so fast? Like, why?
So I'll tell you, he has to memorize it very fast. It's because the start of the next chapter, which is called number 12, Grimmauld Place.
Oh.
So we go straight into it. I'm just going to read the first part here is, what's the order of the... Harry began. Not here, boy. Wait till we're inside. He pulled the paper out of his hand and set it on fire.
That was fast.
Very fast.
It was very fast.
Yep. Read and quickly memorize. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
So next week, we set paper on fire.
Woohoo.
Again, 3 chapters. Chapter 4, 5, and 6, which will be number 12, Grimmauld Place, the Order of the Phoenix, the noble and most ancient house of Black.
Interesting. Wait, Sirius's last name is Black.
Ah.
Okay.
We have Lupin, we have Moody, now we get Sirius. The gang is back together. Not back together. This is the first time they're all together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because we had Sirius and Lupin in book 3 together.
Yeah.
But otherwise.
Not Moody.
Do you think Snape's there too?
Oh.
Or do you think
that'd be fun?
I was gonna say, do you think Wormtail's there?
No. Not Wormtail. But class reunion, anyone?
Oh, we're just missing James.
Right. Okay. Well, we will see you guys all next time.
Next week.
And yeah.
We keep starting this book. This is jokingly, so movie 4, as was discussed, is the movie of terrible haircuts. Book 5 and movie 5 is the tale of moody teenagers. So we've already started that. We have very high-strung Moody Harry. Not Moody, not the person.
Yeah.
But he's Moody Harry. And now, as we gain more teenagers,
they're going to get more angry. I mean, it's at that age.
They're 15 and 16. We're going to have angsty, moody teenagers for a whole book.
Yeah. We're going to have our girls the same time.
Buckle
at the same
in.
time.
Oof.
I know, right? Yeah.
They're
already getting there.
Like, what's this button do?
Right?
You've seen Inside Out too,
yes,
right?
I
Okay,
have.
good.
On both of them. I've watched
Puberty,
both
what's
movies.
this button? No!
Yeah. Don't press the buttons.
No, push it. So,
Okay.
See you next time.
Yep. See you later. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this episode. If you had fun, please follow, download, and review this podcast on your preferred listening platform.
If you're ready for the next chapter, join the spoiler-free conversation on our Facebook group. Search You Haven't Read What? The podcast.
Or on Instagram and YouTube for exclusive videos and behind-the-scenes content. Have a great week.
And we'll catch you on the next page.